Hello and welcome everyone to Anfield Index, latest addition to the transfer show. It's me, Jack McIndoe. Just going to take you through the latest as we've just had in the last hour or so. If you've been away from social media, the exciting news that Liverpool have made an approach for Alexander Isak, which is fantastic. The news that we've all wanted to hear, and obviously it's coming from the very reliable and very well respected David Ornstein within the world of football. 9 times out of 10, 100%, he's spot on really, and fingers crossed we can this story does develop in the next week or so, or it might be a bit more further down the road than we kind of know at the minute. So yeah, we've got all the best quotes really from David Ornstein, and we'll gauge if you are watching on the repeat or if you're listening to the podcast as well. Please do interact with Anfield Index across all social media platforms. Let us know your thoughts, most importantly, on the Swedish striker. He's been the top of everyone's list really this summer. And let's hope Liverpool can get this deal over the line, really. And we'll have a little look at the data as well. It's only been a little short episode as well, though, Reds. Just content galore this afternoon and this evening, if you are, or on the Tuesday, the 15th of July. We've got, obviously, Big Decisions pod at 7 p.m. UK time today. And, of course, the Red Room at 8 p.m. with Grizz Khan, with some of the best up-and-coming Liverpool YouTube channels as well. So great content, great panel as always. So if you haven't listened or watched the Red Room already, what are you doing? So get involved with that at 8. Me and Lewis at 7 as well. So hopefully we will see you there. If not, enjoy your evening. But yeah, get involved in the comments as well, Reds. But firstly, most importantly, we'll get straight into the news really that has originated this afternoon. And it's very much. And do get your comments in as well, Reds. We'll try and get through as many as we possibly can. But if you want to get your comment read out or whatever on YouTube chat as well, do drop a super chat in. It goes a long way in terms of supporting everything we do here at Anfield Index as well. But get your comments read out straight away as well. So firstly, we'll go straight over to the share screen so we can just see what we're all looking at. We're all probably, everyone, if you're in work or whatnot, you're currently probably doing laps of your garden or wherever you're working. And yeah, unlucky if you do work with some Geordies as well. I've already had about 1,010,000 messages off me Newcastle mates anyway, and they are very displeased at this moment in time because I said to them, like we said on the Luis Diaz video a couple of hours ago anyway, the PSR with Newcastle, yes, Liverpool will have to spend a pretty penny on Isak, but we know what we're getting. Similar when Liverpool sold Coutinho. So, yeah, Newcastle's squad isn't as good as Newcastle fans would want to hope to see. So, Reds, if you haven't already done so, do drop a like on the video as well. If you are watching live, drop a like on the video. Drop a like if you are watching on the repeat, and let's get straight into it. As you can see there, in terms of David Ornstein, Liverpool have made an approach to sign Alexander Isak from Newcastle United. Liverpool say no formal bid plus yet. Well aware Newcastle's stance has always been not for sale, but communicated the interest in signing the Swedish international in the region of 120 million is getting reported from The Athletic and David Ornstein this afternoon as well. So just a little key points anyway that he's mentioned, David, in terms of no formal bid. I think that's the main thing to understand at this moment in time. But as we know, with especially football stories, they're probably a lot further down the line than we already know, and we might get another update in the next couple of hours. Let's hope so anyway, or next day or so. But Dave goes on to say, Mrs. Alex Club is saying no formal bid has been submitted as of yet, but Newcastle are well aware of their stance and always been that their stance from Newcastle is Isak is not for sale. However, yeah, so we've read that one. And so it goes on to our Liverpool's admiration, but not just Liverpool's admiration, it's the whole of European football anyway. But Liverpool are in a fair, very promising position from a PSR standpoint as well. I mean, there was a report from the Echo this evening. To apologise to the journalist that wrote it. There was an article, I think it was the Echo anyways, that there was PSR's Liverpool in the green, like 200 plus million. Liverpool have still got to spend in that region as well. So if that's the case, then that will be fantastic, really. And just only goes to show how well Liverpool have not just been doing on the pitch, but from a commercial standpoint and the running of the football club as well. That's the whole point, building the new expansion of Anfield, new training complex as well. It attracts a lot of players, and we're in a very positive and the best position in European football, in my honest opinion, in terms of everything on the pitch and off the pitch as well, in terms of the running of day-to-day activities as a football club. And long may that continue as well. So in regards to Liverpool's admiration for the Swedish strikers, whilst Frankfurt forwards, this is Ekatike, bit of news as well. Frankfurt forward Hugo Ekatike is also amongst those on the radar for Liverpool. There's been no official contact with Liverpool to Frankfurt yet, but Newcastle working to recruit the Ekatike, but has not yet reached an agreement with Eintracht for the 23-year-old French youth international as well. And that's a key point as well. I know over the last week or so, or last week's really, I think, as we said, every journalist has said over the last couple of weeks is that Liverpool admire Ekatike. Certainly, both players have got a lot about them anyway. We'll quickly dive over to, we'll go to that in a second anyway. When in terms of, we'll have a little look at the data of both strikers, and you can understand why Liverpool, and not just him for Isak, but Ornstein saying they admire. But I think that's a bit of chat. Let us know, or anyone watching or listening, do let us know. It's going to be interesting in regards to a bit of brinkmanship between Liverpool. Liverpool have come to Newcastle and went, would like the big lads up front. He's a very good footballer. And then Newcastle are like, no, it's not for sale and all that. And then Liverpool went, or Richard Hughes has went, okay, lads and ladies, if that is the case, we'll inquire, or we'll have a little word with Ekatike. By all reports over the last month or so, he's been waiting, allegedly, for certain clubs to come in for him anyway, the Frenchman. So there's no way Liverpool get both strikers anyway, but it's a bit of brinkmanship between Richard Hughes and the Newcastle hierarchy at this moment in time. It's like, Sands, you don't want to be doing a deal, then Sands will go to a possible other option. So, Reds, looking good. So in terms of, quickly touched on David Ornstein's quotes as well. Liverpool broken there, about Florian Wirtz as well. So earlier, but obviously the bid for Ekatike has been rejected from Newcastle by Frankfurt for Ekatike. I think the bid was in the region of 70 million euros, which is it's well below the asking price of the German side. So it's a bit of one of them really anyway. But Liverpool are without so he goes on to add an interesting point as well. I think the lads will probably mention this tonight as well on their shows on the Red Room, and Lewis will probably mention it on the Big Decisions pod tonight as well. I'll ask him. But David Ornstein alludes to the fact that his understanding is that Federico Chiesa is a potential. His role within the side now is through the middle in terms of a striker. Considering that Federico is considered an option there in terms of the strikers. And Napoli and Al Hilal have been monitoring Darwin Núñez. It's expected that a move for him will progress again soon for the Uruguayan striker. And just finally closing on, obviously, the Ornstein, obviously just going through the statistics in terms of Isak's record in the Premier League in the last 2 years, 54 goals in 86 games, including 23 last season as well, and he's proved himself to be a consistently world class, and that is 100% spot on, David Ornstein. So check out that full extent of the article as well. There's only little snippets anyway, so for more entirety, a bit more in depth in that regard. But Reds, are you excited? I am absolutely buzzing, and I know you should all be buzzing, because could you imagine, chat, Alexander Isak potentially leading the line for Liverpool in the Champions League and the Premier League? And who have you got behind him? You got Salah, you got potentially Salah, Wirtz, Florian Wirtz behind him as well, and then Gakpo as well. So, and then even if we don't sell Diaz, but I think we will, as we said before anyway. But let us know your thoughts on that. It's very exciting, Reds, and we'll go over in a little second, but we'll get to all your comments as well. There we go. Oh, the Newcastle fans have joined the chat. You love to see it. PSR isn't an issue. Oh, you must be there. Big up there, Peter. Guessing you're a Newcastle fan, mate, anyway. But I think PSR is a massive issue for a lot of football clubs. Because if that was the case, you'd be 600 minus 600 in spending anyway. Every football club has got to be run correctly and run like a business. It's not a magic money tree that Newcastle United have got in terms of their transfer money. You need to buy and sell players and balance the books, really. You can't go out and spend 500 million within a season or within a transfer window. There needs to be some balancing, and nice one, Peter, for tuning in. But it won't be close as well. Yeah, the Newcastle fans have joined the chat. How are the lads? Yeah, I already got a load of them message video already pre-show. They're not happy, which is understandable. He's the best striker in the Premier League behind him and Haaland. When Haaland's playing good and in full flow, Haaland's a phenomenal striker. But I think in terms of his movements, he's elite level, man. It's his movements. Isak is like when I was younger watching Thierry Henry. And Thierry Henry was one of the best players, if not the best player to ever grace the Premier League and English. So, yeah, Thierry Henry, just the way in which Isak manoeuvres with the ball, I think his stride across the pitch, the goals in which he scored past Liverpool in the past as well. Obviously, fair play. Obviously, he won the League Cup against Liverpool, so fair play. But yeah, so it's going to be one of them. I love him, and I think a lot of us will. And I think if Liverpool were to get Isak over the line, or if not, if Newcastle unwilling, then we'll just pinch their next target that they're in current negotiations with, because both of them are very talented players. Well, and to conclude today's episode, have a little look at the data as well to see in terms of anyone that's not watched a lot of the Bundesliga, what Ekatiké's game's all about. 200 spent. Big up there, Paul. 200 spent, Isak and the centre backs and all the other channels are worried as well. Not worried, but I'm a Newcastle fan, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's fantastic. Successful climb. Big up there. Yeah, big up there. It's facts, Peter. There we go. Nims, big up there, but yeah, you just need to sell. You can't keep on spending at the rate in which Liverpool are and Newcastle are as well. It'll be a much absolute same. Everything as a big up there, buds. Yeah, so right, finally we'll go to a last little bit have a little look at the data as well. We all know about Alexander Isak. But just to have a little look again in terms of statistically wise, this last season just gone, obviously in the Premier League, registered 23 goals, 6 assists as well. But just look at this phenomenal data in terms of progressive carries. And that's what I was saying in terms of Isak's stride. He averages a 2.71 per 90 in terms of progressive carry. So in terms of what he does with the ball, progresses that ball through the central areas and bypassing opposition defenses as well. It's not just a case of lobbing the ball into him and getting the first touch, even though Isak's very good at getting that ball out of his exiting a transition really quick off his left foot, off his right foot as well. Considering he's about 6'2", 6'3", isn't he, Isak, or in and around that park anyway. He's very good in terms of his ability with the ball at his feet as well. And as we just said there, in terms of getting that ball out of his feet very quickly, averages 1.37 successful take-ons per 90 last season, obviously in the top 8 percentile within European football as well. Top 12% in terms of non-penalty expected goals, 0.62 per 90, which is really good in Premier League standards and even European standards as well. And then progressive passes. I think that's one aspect of Liverpool, even the days of obviously the great legendary King Kenny, Keegan's, Rushy as well. I think Liverpool have always had that tradition of what if you are a forward, and we've got that currently with the legendary Mohamed Salah, and even the forward lads Liverpool currently got as well. But it's that ability to link up play. We're not a side that. The good thing about Arne Slot football is we have a lot of variation, but it's not a case of just we do what Arsenal do and just lob a load of corners in and like hope that the ball goes in the back of the net. There's a variation of Liverpool on the ball, transitionally or even mixing it up, really mix and match. But yeah, he's got every string to his bow, Isak, in terms of as an elite level forward in European football. You want to play him in the air, you can do that. You want to play him on the ground, you can do that as well. You want to play him out wide, drifting off the left-hand flank or the right-hand flank, certain transitions as well. It's just as movements. I haven't seen I'd say on my analysis, I think like Thierry Henry, his movements, I haven't seen a player like that until Thierry Henry as well, if I'm being honest. Some boots to fill anyway, but certainly if he comes to Liverpool, he'd certainly rack up a lot of goals, much more than he has already in the Premier League, and he's done well at Newcastle. That's that he said as well. But in terms of pass completion, quite high in regards to European strikers in general, 75.3 per 90, which is really good in terms of pass completion in that percentile as well. So yeah, 23. And 23% as well. Yeah, all good, all looking good. And then finally, we'll have a little look at Hugo Ekitike as well, chat. If you are tuning in, Liverpool are admirers. David Ornstein mentioned that in his article as well for the French striker. I know obviously Dave and Trev have already done countless videos already, chat. So if you're not watching them already this season, what are you doing? Get involved. Dave and Trev were mentioning that in terms of Hugo Ekitike and Isak a very long time ago. So check that out anyway. And yeah, Ekitike, big admirers, Liverpool, very renowned. No official approach as of yet, but Ornstein said Liverpool have got an eye on the Frenchman if Liverpool can't get the deal over the line for Alexander Isak as well. So in terms of the Bundesliga football this season, Ekitike registered 15 goals, 8 assists as well. And in the Europa League, he registered 4 goals, 3 assists as well, which in 12 games, which is fair good going anyway, especially for a player that is not playing for the recognised top level side. In obviously, Frankfurt have had a rich history of forwards really in the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Obviously, you've got Sebastian Haller. He went to West Ham for a lot of money, didn't he? A very long time ago. Luka Jovic, he moved for quite a lot of money as well to Real Madrid. The Serbian striker, I think it was like 5, 6 seasons ago, but they're very renowned. And obviously the recent one, obviously the Egyptian forward that plays for Manchester City now as well, Marmoush, he signed for a lot of money. So, for a recruitment standpoint from the German side, Frankfurt, they're absolutely buzzing because their transfer, we might have to have a little word with some of their scouts as well, because their eye for top elite level talent is certainly very good. And they're making a massive profit as well. They're not like a side like Bayern that are registered like one of the top clubs in Germany. Obviously, not one of the Leipzig as well. They're financing. So it's going to be interesting. But you look at this chat and keep on getting your comments in as well, Reds. I will try and get through as many as you possibly can to conclude today's episode. But for anyone that has not watched Hugo Ekitike in terms of the Bundesliga, I'm not 100% sold on him, but it doesn't matter what I think. The data is there to be shown anyway, and I've been massively wrong on a lot of targets. And if he comes to Liverpool, he'll do certainly very well, especially when you surround yourself with better players. No respect to the Frankfurt players, but when you come into an elite level environment, it's like when we signed Andy Robbo, he was doing well at Hull, but when he come to Liverpool, his level went absolutely through the roof, and he established himself as one of the best left backs in European football for a very long time, prior to the back end of his career at Liverpool, which is disappointing. But look at Hugo there in terms of his percentiles, in terms of expected XG as well, very high in the top 4 percentile. Progressive carries, very similar, as we just mentioned there with Alexander Isak. So it's interesting that Liverpool are wanting a forward that can very much progress the ball, have that ability to take on a player fundamentally. I think one of the best players in my 30 years of supporting the Reds was Luis Suarez. He was an absolute genius on the pitch in terms of what he could maneuver. He'd nutmeg a mermaid, as they said anyway. But Luis Suarez was probably the best. Obviously, if you grew up in a generation of King Kenny as well, Kenny used to do that, just drop it a shoulder, lob it over you, and then put it in the back of the net as well. So but in terms of Isak and Ekatike, their ability to progress with the ball and progress it forward as well. Very evident there in terms of successful take-ons. For Hugo, he registers a 1.90 per 90 in the top 4 percentile of European forwards. So, yeah, plenty to get started, plenty to be happy about, really, in that regards as well, Red. So, quickly get through as many comments as we possibly can. So big up there, chat as well. Nice to see Liverpool. Big up there, LFC. Big up there, Si. Nice to see Liverpool acting like a big club again. Yeah. Well, we've done really well over the last 12 months, I think. I think the summer that we brought the midfielders in, I think that was very much well overdue. But I think obviously the season we brought in Gravenberch and the other lads as well, Dominic Szoboszlai, Endo, I'll include in that as well because he's been fantastic for Liverpool, and Alexis as well. So that was well overdue, but we got them over the line anyway. But it was fantastic, and I think we might be doing quite similar. Bit of movements in terms of the forward areas as well. If you missed, obviously, the Diaz chat earlier on today, Liverpool have rejected a bid for Bayern Munich at this moment in time for Luis Diaz. Falls well below their expected price tag Liverpool do want as well. Big up there, Fire. Yeah. Silence. Yeah. It's the Liverpool used to do their best business. I think the Fabinho transfer as well. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic bit of business. And yeah, we move respectfully with clubs as well in terms of we want your player. And the main thing when Liverpool do sign players, the fundamental football and quality comes first. But massively is it's all about the second comes quite close to that is their attitude as well. I think you just only have to look across down south to Arsenal for their new potential forward as well, not turning up to train and getting fined by the football club. So it's one of them chat really in regards to that as well. Not as of coming on the show, not at the minute, mate, but David Ornstein and obviously Fabrizio Romano tend to be quite on the money, really, in regards to Liverpool. But chat, let us know your thoughts on that. It was only going to be a short episode. I'm excited. I think a lot of yous are, really. Plenty of content to come this evening as well. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below. You've got the Red Room at 8 p.m. That will be Grizz Khan and all the best up-and-coming Liverpool YouTubers within the scenes. Great to get them on as well, and Grizz will be getting all their thoughts and opinions as well on all. It's been a very busy day as well, chat, so I do apologise. Just a slight bit late on doing this video. Just making sure we're getting everything done as well. And if you want to buy a bit of merch as well, Anfield Index. Oh, there we go. We won the league, we didn't know. Obviously, head over to the Etsy store as well. Head over to AnfieldIndex.com as well. You can find the Champions range, and you can find a lot more, obviously, within the shop as well. Mugs, coasters as well, posters, the absolute lot, really. Because, yeah, we're still continuing to celebrate the league, aren't we, chat? Well, I hope he's all on anyway, in work or whatnot. So, Reds, that has been me, Jack McIndoe, on the latest edition to the Transfer Show as well. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button down below. Head over to AnfieldIndex.com as well to find out more in-depth articles as well. There's articles galore. And if you want to become an Anfield Index Pro member as well, you can head over there as well. That's opens up a wider, greater catalogue of great LFC content as well, Red. So it's obviously, if you're wondering what you can do, head over there and check it out anyway. In terms of the price range, obviously £6.99 a month. That's obviously, if you pay per month, that's £6.99 anyway. But if you want to pay £4.99, that's obviously billed of £59.99. That's for the year. I tell you what, chat, that is the amount of content we do here across all platforms as well. It's not just the YouTube side. It's obviously all the great articles that get wrote as well. So get involved. Much appreciated, Reds. And yeah, goes a long way in terms of supporting all of us as well. Head over to Anfield Index on all your audio podcasting platforms as well. Spotify, all, and obviously Apple and a lot, really, whatever you listen to as well. But Reds, look after yourself. Thank you for tuning in. Ozan, how are we, lads? With chat. Look after yourself. I will see you at 7 with Lewis Aspinall at 7 p.m. UK time today. That will be the big decisions. I'll be asking him all the big questions in and around Liverpool and getting his insight, really. But Reds, look after yourself. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Put your bell notification on as well. Busy. So get involved with all the content across the board as well. But Reds, let's hope we wake up a bit. Maybe possibly tonight we get another update. Hopefully we do. Or if not, we'll be here as quick as we possibly can when any news breaks as well. But Reds, look after yourself. You never walk alone. Ta-ra.